You know, before YouTube fucked it all up, I had the greatest job in the world, opening for Hypnocast every night.
But then we got the call, and YouTube hammered us for Moxie's tits.
So now I'm jobless and broke with nowhere to go.
Your phone ringing.
Oh,
Your
the phone
ringing.
is ringing.
Big boy, come pick up your phone. How you know pick up your phone? Your phone.
Hello, this is the Gopher. Who is it?
Hello, Gopher. The time is now. Hypnocast Season 3 is here, and we want you back.
Holy shit, boys, we are back in business. That son of a bitch is gonna scream any minute now. Let the show begin.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Probably all agree you can't cut 12-year-old Timmy's cock off.
Yeah. I like how you said cut for like half a second.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's cut and cock, and it came out cuck, and yeah, that's. Whoops! Oh fuck! Oh no! Mistakes were made.
He's been waiting in the shadows patiently.
I just smashed JT the fuck out of this.
Your face is turning red.
Yeah, because I know that the next SNH I'm gonna be fucked.
Oh yeah.
But at least I
with a
won't be
horse
fucked.
cock.
That's an unknown part of the map, so I didn't see it yet. Could I survive if I jump? Nope. Nope. Nope.
America the greatest country in the world?
No.
If you were offered a one-way ticket to leave the country, never come back, but it's all expenses paid, would you accept that offer?
I don't think that I would leave. I wouldn't leave either.
Wow. Oh, I just took it. I did that. I took it with me. Oh shit.
Yo.
It's always the black people holding everybody else down.
I'm out. All right. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Tired of this shit. This communist ass game, whatever. This doesn't want
Somebody
me to
else got it. You didn't get in.
Yeah, it's just a lot of racism today. All right, y'all have fun. I'll just continue to watch and cope and see.
Sounds good.
And look at this motherfucker pretending he's gonna watch more Stranger Things.
Yeah, you know he's gonna watch Stranger Things all day. Either that or like some game or something.
Doesn't mean I don't have my phone next to me. You know?
Watching porn.
That's tomorrow. Okay, bye.
MILF Hunters Part 14.
Now, Hypno, I could have hit you with a shuriken. I opted not to because I'm a good friend.
That's fucked up, you liar. You're a liar. You're an absolute liar. You're a liar. I knew it. Never trust white people.
Thank you, and I would have done it. You could have said thank you, and said like, yeah,
Because I knew you were gonna do it. All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, we need to bring it in close, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. We got to hug it out. Bring it in close. We have a lot that we got to talk about today. It's going to be a very busy evening. So bring it in. Come on. We got to talk it out. We got to hug it out. Just whatever you do, avoid old man Cad's dick. I still don't know. I've been trying to figure it out for months. But for some reason, every time during the hug, the dick comes out, and I just don't understand. I don't think I ever will understand. So avoid old man Cad's dick while we're hugging it out, and listen very closely. If you are watching on YouTube, like the stream. Like it right now. Now, if you are watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, I was trying to see if there was anything funny in the comments. There's nothing. Wingdut says he doesn't hug. What a shame. So like the stream. And don't be a non-hugger like Wingnut. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today, guys? When we talk about a rabbit hole, holy shit, the rabbit hole. Oh my God, the MindsEye rabbit hole has now reached like Candace Owens level fucking rabbit hole conspiratory like crazy. It's absolutely insane what's happening with MindsEye. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'm really not shocked by that, considering how crazy Lensley, Besley, whatever the guy's name is, seems to be. But whatever, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because it's honestly, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. Just wait till we get to that. That's going to be an interesting story. But what else are we checking? We got a bunghole check from Soul Reaper. We got Iron Lung is awesome check from 2K GameCuber. You know, I kind of want to see that movie just to support an indie creator. You know what I'm saying? I really don't watch movies anymore that much. And if I do, they're very like old movies, you know? But I was thinking about definitely checking it out. Definitely want to see. I want to see what's going on with that. We got belated welcome back. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate that check. We got Leslie's a Looney Tune check. I would probably agree with that. Is another MindsEye game coming? No, but apparently an expansion's coming. So take that for what it's worth. We got the Blue Waffle check. Horizon Hold My Beer Concord Edition check. That's pretty accurate. We got Jesus, that big of a rabbit hole. Oh, yeah, it's a rabbit hole. Just wait till we get to the story. It's crazy. We got Ball X Pit check. Absolutely. I've been playing the shit out of that. I actually have 2 more. I think the only 2 characters I have to unlock now, if I remember correctly, are the new characters. I think. I'm pretty sure in Ball Pit. Because I unlocked who did I unlock recently? I unlocked the Mad Scientist and I unlocked the Juggler. So I think there's only like 2 or 3 character slots left, I'm pretty sure. So I'm almost there. I'm almost there unlocking all the characters in Ball Pit. I'm excited for that. Hypno likes Kung Fu movies, check. Yeah, I mean, it depends. What else? Elf girls are the best isekai girls. Well, maybe we get a red boy that demands an elf girls. Who knows? We got Mio check. Domesticated Zinagor check. What else we got? Don't fucking touch me check. Jesus Christ. We got orange egg yolk check. Enjoy the game man check. Omni slash check. Emo Duggan check. Hey, that was great. Hey, we played Nioh 3 for the first time today on Griffcast. It was fucking awesome. It was awesome. Goodbye Super Sentai check. RIP. Deep Rock Survivor has new content check. What else? Mio check. All right, guys, listen. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We're fully funded now, boys. Like the stream. Come on. Like the stream. Hypnotic loves tequila. No, I don't drink anything. I don't drink, and I don't do drugs. I'm boring. All right, boys, listen. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Who is hanging out with us? Who dares hang out with the crazies? Who's here? Let me see. Let me scroll up in the chat, and let's see who is here right now. Who is actually hanging out with us? We got Gamer Nurse Gale with the Omni Slash. You love to see it. We got Tanya Raven. What's going on, Tanya Raven? How you doing? We got XX Sod XX. We're going to get Concord 7. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I cannot. This seems to be the year of Concords. I'm excited. As a content creator, I will selfishly admit that I am fairly excited for the release of as many Concords as possible. You could call me crazy for that, but I just got to be honest with you guys. I'm fairly excited for it. Okay. But yeah, Yamato 85. What's going on, dude? Chloe check. She's dead. She's dead. Okay. She's dead in the game. We got Christopher Lloyd, Felsteph, Mr. Melancholy, Kurakami on Rumble. We got Jason Alator, DJ Chronic on Rumble. The Voice of the Water. We got Panthro. We got Lucky Boy. We got Tiger King. We got Yamato 85. We got Sir Spamalot. We got Soul Reaper. We got Tanya Raven. We got Kurakami again. We got Gamer Nurse Gale. We got Wingnut. We got Fractal Mage. We got Real Great Ghost. What's going on, man? We got Weedy for Sweetie. We got Creepy 07. We got 17 Crash Gaming. We got Hobo Knife. Why is that name so funny? Hobo Knife is hilarious. We got Gamer Nurse Gale, Blue Octopussy, screaming at the top of her lungs, and now she's going back to Goonin. You have fun with that. We got Nick Havoc. We got Dylan B, Sir Spamalot, Joker, JJJJJJK. We got Dark Dimos admitting he's here. That's good. That's good. Sonia's in the chat. Sonia's in the chat, boys. She's counting by herself. She's counting by herself, so you already know what that means. Okay? Friday is maximum dono day. All right? Normally, we don't say that. We just let you guys rock with your cocks out and do whatever it is you're going to do. But if you are going to dono today, make sure it's a weird number for Sonia. She likes that. Sonia likes that. And everybody say hi to Sonia. Make her feel welcome. Hi, Sonia. Spam the Sonia emojis. All right, let's keep going. We got, who else is here? Setsuda Shadow. Mr. Blue Cthulhu. What's going on, Mr. Blue? We got Voice in the Water. Okay, bro. Tim Grove. Beautiful Zexel. Limitless Andre. What's going on, man? We got Dylan B. We got, let me scroll down. Taffy. Matthew with the Hero Priest. What's going on? We got Commander Sonak. We got Romanizer 24. We got Breakaway Veins. These nuts. We got Okay, bro. Just a waste of money and time in the end. You don't say. We got Joseph Morelli. We got a Kickin' Danitz. What's going on, dude? We got Magdi. We got Melfi Sky. Jason Alator. I am here, but where? Somewhere. We got Old Man Cad. What's going on, dude? Yeah, it's so funny that you guys have, like, you guys see your shields now. It's kind of funny. You couldn't see it before, but now you can. I told you. We got Faye. What's going on, Faye? We got Dade 404, Zelosi, Dark Mages. We got Kushido. What's up, Kushido? John D. All right, 4 more people. Then we got to get on with the show, man. 4 more people. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? Justin Bell. We got Mughal. Randall the Vandal. What's going on, dude? We got Gray Soul in Rumble. We got Dark Sister Loco. What's going on, dude? Dark Wind 25. We got Ali Kusanagi. Torinol over on Rumble, half asleep. Wake the fuck up, Torinol. Somebody wake him up right now. Listen, Rumble chat, your job, your only job right now is to fucking wake up Torinol. It's Friday. Nobody falls asleep in chat on a Friday. Wake him up. Wake him up right now. Shout out to Torinol. We got Air Razor X on Rumble. We got Kalen. We got Raven X50 over on Rumble. We got Draconic over on Rumble. We got, who else is here? Tiger King. What's with Omnislash? Omnislash is cool. Go look it up. We're on DFK. And last but not least, we got Angmar WK, Dragon, Crash Collins on Rumble. You can't fall asleep. It's not allowed. It is not allowed. We got Moogle, Christopher Lloyd, Lord Bowser, and we got Reaper Knight, Dragon Knight, Novak, Mr. Vegeta, Soulburner, Zero Me Bro on Rumble, and Mr. Hardcore Mode. Everybody go check out Mr. Hardcore Mode's channel. He's a cool guy. I watch his streams from time to time. I like the rage. It's funny. It's pretty funny. All right, boys, listen. That is as many people as I possibly could call out. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. YouTube is no longer getting the money shot. They had their time in the sun. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member, and let's see who is going to get the money shot today. The final call out. Who is it going to be? Voice of the Water says no cancel mobs, no historical revisionism. The person down by 4 gets ambushed by Master Necrotech. Mordenbra, who decides, what the fuck, that their skeleton will make a fantastic base for her newest necromechanical thrall. What are you, writing a novel? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, bro. You know, you would think that Rumble, after 7 days of Rumble exclusive streams, you would think that they would understand that the safety against the money shot is gone by now. You would think. I mean, I respect it. He's trying to remind Crash Collins that he could donate. That's kind of nice of him. I'm not going to lie to you. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to return that favor, Draconic, by having the chat select you as the winner. Congratulations, Draconic. You are the recipient of the money shot today. Crash Collins, you might want to move away. You might want to move away. Run away.
What the?
It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I did not do it. I did not do it. Like the stream, boys. All right, guys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today in all seriousness. All right. We got some really interesting topics. All right. I don't know if you guys remember when we talked about Hideo Kojima apparently leading a panel for what do you call it? For the GDC, right? Like he was kind of leading this brand new GDC thing that they were doing. I don't even think they were calling it the GDC anymore. I think they were calling it like, I don't know, Friends Forever or some shit. I don't know. It was something cringe. Anyway, so he was supposed to be leading this entirely new GDC movement, which is the Game Developers Conference. He was supposed to be leading all of it. And apparently he was going to open the show. It was going to be this whole big thing. He ain't going anymore. He's oh yeah, the Festival of Gaming or something like that. Yeah, whatever. It was gay. Anyway, apparently he's not going anymore. He completely fell to the GDC. So we're going to talk about that and see what's going on with that, because I think it's pretty fucking funny, to be honest with you. We're also going to talk about Nioh 3. I finally got to play Nioh 3 on Griffcast. We're going to go over the game. It's pretty damn impressive, to be honest with you. Almost identical to Nioh 2. You know, within, you know, certain differences, but the game's doing very well. So we're going to talk about Nioh 3. And we are also going to, the big story really today is going to be about MindsEye. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, why are we listening? Like, why are we talking about MindsEye again? Guys, I got to tell you, man, I've seen some conspiracy theories. I have. Okay. I've seen some crazy shit on the internet. But what's going on with MindsEye and this like new conspiracy is crazy. So apparently now the guy who's behind MindsEye, okay, Leslie Benziel, whatever his name is, apparently he is now he had like a developers meeting of some kind, and apparently he is now telling his developers that him and other people have caught the people that were behind the sabotage of MindsEye. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, he has caught the company that was behind the sabotage of MindsEye. And apparently, it was a 1 million euro campaign from a company that paid supposed influencers and journalists to smear the game. It's a whole rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole. Not only that, apparently, he also admitted that he installed cybersecurity spyware on every single computer that is in his studio in order to keep track of everything his employees were doing to see who the rat was. And apparently, out of that $1 million whatever campaign, apparently some were employees of Build a Rocket Boy. I'm not kidding. Some were apparently employees of Build a Rocket Boy. It is just, bro, rabbit hole. Like, rabbit hole, okay? So we're going to go over that because it is just, is that legal? I don't know because it's in the UK. I think they're in the UK. Regardless, it's crazy, okay? It's a crazy story. We got to go over all of it. There's no way I'm missing out on that story. That's fucking nuts. This guy is nuts. Like, truthfully, nuts. Anyway, so we're going to talk about that. We also got some fast topics. Obviously, we got some Silent Hill news. We also got some Amazon Prime news. We got Starfield news with the Switch 2 port. We got the Larian Studios apparently not very happy with Baldur's Gate 3 TV show, apparently, because they're not involved. Remember the other day when we were talking about the TV show? And I was like, I'm not exactly sure whether or not they're involved. Well, apparently they're not. So that's the thing. So we're going to talk about that. We got some indie games we're going to take a look at if we could get to them today. And we also got some Blizzard news, some Overwatch catch-up news that we need to talk about too. So that's basically it. And obviously we're going to have some fun and do our thing. But before we do any of that, boys, let's do the pre-stream legends. And let's thank the people who went the extra step. Let's thank the people who went the extra step today to support the streams. Guys, we are trying to get to, if we get lucky today, we're trying to get to 556 tier 1s in a row and 248 tier 2s in a row. We are getting close to having probably the #1 streak on YouTube. We're pretty close. So shout out to you guys. It's unbelievable. You guys are insane. I also got a little bit of a channel update. I have finally figured out my schedule for the year, and I finally figured out what I'm going to do to try to provide as much content as possible. So we're going to go over that and talk about that. All right, boys. First off, let's do the pre-stream legends. And of course, the legend himself, starting us off like he always does, this absolute fucking legend. Spam the King Demon Wing emojis in the chat right now. King Demon Wing dropped a 10 membership mega banger.
Fucking go! It's a membership banger!
And considering that is the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. Shout out King Demon Wing. Shout out to King Demon Wing. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother, for the 10 memberships. It's wild, bro. Absolutely insane. Mr. Melancholy with a 2 says, when will the Western games industry leer? Probably not for a long time, to be honest with you. Because just how it takes forever for people to, well, not takes forever, but it takes a long time for people to really fall into bad habits. And then like it takes a really long time for people to get out of it. And I think this is going to be one of those situations. It's going to take quite a while. But I do think we are over the hump. I do think we're over the hump. It's just going to take another few years. That's why like people are asking, how come they're still making games like Horizon Hunters Gatherers or whatever the fuck? It's because these games are developed years beforehand. So this game was probably conceived during 2020 or 2021 or around there. And, you know, years later, when suddenly it's a bad idea to release that game, well, they already went through all the development and all the money. They don't want to cancel it, especially if it's an IP that is basically a name brand for Sony. So they're going to see it through. Failure or not, they're going to see it through. They saw Concord through. You know for damn sure they're going to see this through. Now, granted, they canceled Concord in 10 days, but that's besides the point. They still saw it through, you know? We got Soul Reaper for 21 months of legendary status. Says, what do you call Winnie the Pooh's grandmother? Punani, bro? Punani? Are you insane, bro? Punani? Punani.
Holy shit.
Punani. That's crazy, bro. Oh my God. Holy shit. Holy shit. This man said Punani. That is just fucked, bro. Certified insane. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. You are certified insane. Yep. What the fuck? King Joker, 5 memberships. Shout out to you.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Thank you so much, King Joker. I appreciate that, my man. The support is insane. We got a little bit of a membership train going on today. Thank you guys so much. Genuinely, I appreciate that. And then we got Uper with a 10. Says, howdy, y'all. What's going on, Uper? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, brother. We got Sephirus with a 5. Hey, Hypno, it's been a while. Did y'all see the shit show of Marvel Rivals drama? Are you talking about the with the tournament, with the $40,000 tournament, and how the guy tried to help the team? He was like playing with all females, and they were all about the vibes. They were about the vibes. Like, don't fuck up my vibes, bro. I understand I suck, but don't fuck up my vibes. That kind of a thing. Yeah, I saw that. Unless you're talking about something else. If you're talking about something else, then no. I don't really follow like hero shooter stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure, you know. Pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Thank you for the 5. Dart Dimos. Dart Dimos with a 99.99. Red Boy Hyperbanger, the first one of the stream.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
I think it's safe to say Dart Dimos is here. Officially confirmed to be here. Shout out to Dart Dimos, bro. Holy shit. Starting us off strong. The first Red Boy out of 5 for the stream. Thank you. I appreciate that, my man. Then we got Blue Octopussy with a 292. Says, love you, Mama Sonia. There you go. Sonia gets a lot of love tonight. That's great. Tanya Raven with a 316. Hey, 316. Hi, Sonia. Welcome back. Hypno, I have no dad jokes. I don't know why I didn't see the word joke at first, and I read it as I have no dad. And I was just straight up like, just sad. Just like sad. I was sad for you. But then I realized you put jokes after that. And then I became unsad. Don't make me sad again. We got a Kickin' Danitz gifting a membership. Thank you, a Kickin' Danitz. I appreciate that, my man. We got Fellstep with a 555. So it's Sonya spams her own emotes. Does that mean she's playing with herself? I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. Huh. You know, if I ever did drugs and I actually got high, I think I would go to the moon with that one. Pretty sure. That's a good question. I don't know. Huh. I guess we'll have to find out. Black RX99 for 5 months. Hey, boss, when you were allowed to stream Resident Evil 9 Requiem? Hail, Bigot Army. Hail, Hypnotic Henshin. Well, I mean, listen, I got Nioh 3 that we're going through right now. I got a couple announcements that I got to make, and then we'll talk about this after that. So, Panthera with a 2. Hypno after the physicist. There are 4 more characters. Wait, but no, I got the I got the physicist though. I got the physicist, and I got the juggler comes after the scientist, right? Or the physicist or whatever. The juggler comes after that, or at least he did. I unlocked him after that. Pretty sure. It looks like there's 3 slots that I have left. 3 or 2 slots. I don't know. Twisted Master 247. Sonya no pinata. Hinata. Waifu for you. Wrecked. Well, see, Sonya and Dr. Spike were like a really, they were like a tag team. They were ensuring that Hinata kept winning, and they did everything they can to ensure that Hinata kept winning. But then Dr. Spike's been MIA for quite a while. He came back the other day, but now he's MIA again. So you know, Sonya's kind of solo doling right now. But once she picks a waifu that she's obsessed with, and Dr. Spike says, you know what, I'm gonna stick with that, it's game over. It's game over at that point. Dark Today for 9 months says Nintendo on the ropes at the stock prices. Someone called the fire department. That makes sense. Yeah, they're a dream team. That's what it is. They are a dream team. Pretty much. Mr. Spanglish with a 199. I'm ready for a waifu battle. Give us Playboy Bunny Girls. No. Ron TFK with a 573 says maybe Ubisoft developers should form a bowling league. They sure like strikes. Damn, that hits deep, bro. That hits deep in the feels because Ubisoft struck me for their bullshit one time. So that hit me in the feels, man. Odin Dark with a 5. What do you call a restaurant that serves fried chocobo? CFC?
Holy shit.
Why are we frying chocobos, bro? They're such nice creatures. What are we doing? Gray Soul with a 5. Ball pit tip. Hey, pause. When you unlock the Carouser, pair him up with the Repentant or the Shade. Carouser sucks with anyone else. Okay, I'll remember that. Odin Dark with a 269. Also, hi, Sonya. I like how people super chat just to say hi, Sonya. That's amazing. That's how much people like Sonya in the Bigot Army. Isn't that crazy? We got Nico with a COP 10,000. Shout out to Nico. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Legendary. Oh, look at this fucking guy, bro. I should have known. I should have known. I absolutely should have known. I should have known. Dr. Spike with a 10 says lurking mode. Eye emojis. Where's my sound, bro? That's the sound when Dr. Spike goes lurking. Oh my god. Old man Cass says, Dr. Spike, where the hell you been, bro? Been sending you messages on X. Telling you he's a busy man. He's a busy man. Stop bothering him. He doesn't love us anymore. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Dr. Spike, man. That's funny. Why am I not surprised? Well, glad you're here, hanging out with us. Appreciate that. Then we got Trey. Everybody spam the Dr. Spike emojis in the chat, by the way. Trey with a 5 says, excuse me, Dr. Spike, and who made it out of time waifu? That is true. That is true. To be fair, it wasn't just a team up. See, the thing is, I was talking about a team up, so I was talking about Dr. Spike and Sonya. Now, Trey, on the other hand, this motherfucker teams up with nobody. Okay? This motherfucker is pure chaos. Like, he'll donate $2 one day, and he'll just be like, fuck you in the rules. And then the next thing you know, he donates $2,000, and he's like, fuck you, you're going to play Life is Strange. It's just pure chaos. You have no idea what he's going to do. There is no team with the Joker. There's no team. Zero team. It's crazy. Shout out to Trey Burkhalter, though. You're absolutely correct. He did technically, through his chaos, contribute to ensuring that Hinata stayed Waifu Battle champion for an obnoxiously long time. Like literally an obnoxiously long time. So I appreciate that. Gamer Nerds Gale with a 2. Don't fry my gold chocobo. Exactly. Stop frying chocobo. The fuck are we doing? It's disgusting. All right, we're gonna go over to Rumble now. Rumble, what are we doing? Rumble, what do we got, man? Crash Collins. Hey, Papa Stitch, you have a good night, man. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. We got Crash Collins with $1 says, wake up, damn it. We got Dietrich Connick tagging Torinol saying, wake up for $1. Torinol countered that with $2 for each of them, saying snooze and then falling asleep. And then Crash Collins gives 1 membership. Thank you, Crash Collins. I appreciate that. And we are all caught up, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you guys. Like I said, we are trying, if we get lucky, we are trying to get to 556 tier 1s in a row, 248 tier 2s in a row, and we do have a membership goal. It's a little bit ridiculous, obviously, because, well, YouTube sucks, but we are trying to unlock a new emoji slot so that we could put Amelia in there, because I know you guys voted for that before I got banned, so I'm trying to ensure that I see it through. So every membership today helps. Thank you guys so much who have gifted memberships already so far. Every membership helps. I appreciate that. We got one more that came in from Lord Kaozu for $9.99. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 earned a rare award medal in their country for Knights of the Arts and letters for a cultural heritage and literature and impact. I saw that. I saw that story. That's awesome. I mean, the game just keeps getting awards. It's actually unbelievable. I mean, it's not unbelievable. They do deserve it, but you know what I mean? Like, it's insane. Considering that they are considered, a smaller team, I think it's amazing. Just goes to show, man, when you put your mind to it and you buckle down and you're not taken over by absolute bloat, that's just, it's one of those things. It's great. All right. Thank you, Lord Kaozu, for the $9.99. I appreciate that, man. For those who come tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. All right, boys, we are fully caught up. Thank you guys again for all the support. Let's go over a couple things really quick. So for the last month, or I would say the last 2 months, I've been wrapping my mind around how to provide consistent content in all avenues while being a solo dolo show, having I do my own editing. I do the streams. I do all that shit. I'm trying to figure out. I tried to go the route of heavily edited videos because I like doing those and I think they're fun to watch. But then I also realized that by doing that, it completely takes away my time to do pretty much anything else. And trying to get an editor didn't exactly pan through. And I just don't trust people to do the videos the way that I want them to be done. So what I decided to do is that this is how I'm going to have a consistent schedule moving forward. Okay. So my schedule is going to be as follows. All right. And I once I commit to something, I try to commit all the way through. So what I'm going to be doing is the main Hypnotic channel is going to get 1 to 2 videos a day. They're going to be fast topic videos like they were before. Okay. Well, maybe they're going to be clips of the live stream. So depending on how long the topic is, it could be anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, but they're actually going to be informational because I'm going to talk as much as I can during the topic to ensure people get the information. Because the truth is that 97% of my viewers don't watch live streams. That's basically it. I told you guys this before, and it's just how it goes. If I look at my analytics, according to my analytics on YouTube, 97% watch videos only. 97%, right? So 97% watch videos only. So even if I clip my live stream clips and just upload them as videos, as topics, at the end of the day, that 97% never saw it anyway. So that's really for those people, plus people that want kind of like to just watch certain topics and stuff. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's faster. Truthfully, it's just faster. That's just what it is. It's faster. And what it's going to do, it's going to allow me to bring back secondary gaming streams, which is what I really, 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 really wanted to do. So I really wanted to bring back secondary gaming streams, and that was impossible with the amount of editing that I have been doing on my videos. So I am deciding to sacrifice my views. That's really what it is. I'm sacrificing my views. I'm going to sacrifice my views. I'm going to sacrifice my channel growth so that I can focus on more gaming streams, because that's what I want to do. So, and I think people will enjoy that. So what I do ask is that people continue to support the videos. If it's 1 to 2 videos, that would be great. I also have 3 shorts per day on the main channel that are going to be releasing, and I'm treating those as marketing. I'm treating those as like advertisement. All 3 shorts are going to be based on the full-length video that gets released for the day. So, and you won't be notified of those shorts. I'm going to turn off notifications on those shorts so that you guys don't get spammed in your notifications with them. But I'm going to release 3 shorts a day that are going to be advertisements for the video that released for the day. So I think in combination with those 3 shorts and that video, I think we will have more than enough to sustain the channel's algorithm while not killing the channel. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just stopping videos altogether and just focusing on live stream, because that'll kill the channel. But I think doing that 1 video, 3 shorts a day, that'll sustain the channel, and then that'll allow me to put my time focused on live streaming. So that's what we're going to do. So the schedule is going to be most likely 1 video a day, not 2. 1 video a day on the main channel, 3 shorts a day on the main channel, 1 video a day on the gaming channel, just to keep that channel going, and 2 gaming live streams a day. But the second one is going to be up in the air. It's going to be like not guaranteed to be every day, because there are some days where I kind of just want to, take the night. But for example, today we will be having Griffcast After Dark. We will be rating ourselves on Hypnotic Gaming Live, like almost immediately after this. And I'll be fulfilling my destiny, boys. I'll be fulfilling my destiny. I will be here. Let me show you really quick. Let me show you what we're going to be doing, boys. Hold on. Yes, Griffcast After Dark is going to return, so we're going to be busy, boys. We are going to be busy. I'm going to be fulfilling my destiny with you guys tonight with the return of Griffcast After Dark, full spic edition. We are going to be playing Power Washing Simulator 2. You get to see me fulfill my Mexican destiny. YouTube, I'm Hispanic, by the way, so if you strike me for that, fuck you, okay? But yes, you'll be able to see me. You'll be able to see me, do my do my destiny. So the purpose, just so you guys are aware, the purpose of Griffcast After Dark, the purpose of Griffcast After Dark is to play video games that I normally, kind of like what I said before, play video games that I usually play off stream that I don't have an official review for, like regular Griffcast. Griffcast After Dark is to play those kind of games so that we could just play more games. That was really the point. That was really the point. So that's going to be cool. I can't wait to have the return of that. And like I said, it's not going to be every night, but it's going to be most nights. Most nights I'll be able to pull off a Griffcast After Dark, or if I have to skip Griffcast for whatever reason, if I'm busy or whatever, I'll be able to do a Griffcast After Dark and sneak one in at night. You know what I'm saying? It just would allow me, to do a lot more. Does that make sense? So I hope you guys are excited for that. I really do. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we'll play Power Washing Simulator tonight, and then we'll experiment with some other games, maybe Ball Pit another night. Tomorrow, I'm trying to get SNH plays. I was trying to get them to do Counter-Strike, but they're pussying out. So it most likely won't be Counter-Strike, but we'll see how that goes. But it's going to be fun. But please, all I ask is support the videos, even though they're going to be live stream clips on the channel. Please support them. It does help a lot. It costs you nothing. Just click on them. Do whatever. Doesn't matter. Or if you miss the stream, it's a good way to get information, because I'm going to put the most relevant topics as videos. So that's going to be fun. Crime Scene Cleaner is better than Power Washing Simulator. If you think that's fun, you should try Lawnmowers. There's a Lawnmower Simulator? Oh, my God. Dr. Spike says, Hypnotic more. Hypno content's always good. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, listen, I've always said I tried, guys. I really did. I tried to do the edited videos, and I've proven that I can, and I've proven that they get a lot of views and all that. But again, I am willing to sacrifice the views because I need to play more games. I need to get more reviews out there. I need to get more gameplay out there, and I don't want to lose that you know, trying to make the best videos I possibly can to maximize whatever. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know, I don't give a fuck about what, like, how many views. Like, I don't care. All I care about is if the dedicated fan base that I enjoys what I'm doing. And all I kept hearing from people is that we want more Griffcasts. That's all I kept hearing. So the videos, the 1 video a day and the 3 shorts a day will sustain the channel in a way that will make me happy and in a way that I think will make you guys happy. But ultimately, it will sustain the channel with very minimal time on my part to do all the editing, and that will allow me to do more Griffcasts. That's basically the short, the end, like, you know, that's basically what I'm trying to say. So, hope you guys are excited for that. Dositsu says, I'm tired and not sober, but I hear Hypno doing what the audience wants. Fuck yeah, can't support. Only because they banned me and I banned. What? You got banned? Holy shit. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right. So that's basically it. I'll make an official post. I'll make an official post on the channel, like on the community tab, so that everybody on the channel knows, including people who don't watch live streams, and they'll be able to see from there. No more fun videos. Hey, my live stream videos are fun. Don't diss it, Yamato. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? All right, let's catch up on Donos, and then we're gonna get into the content, boys. Come on, we've been here. Let's make it happen. We got Benjamin for 13 months. How's your video where you're beating up Hypno's dog? Any more additions to that? It got taken down by YouTube. I'm just kidding. Ron DFK with a 242. The damn planetarium sucks. You talking about for cleaning? I don't even want to know about it, bro. Hypno's dog with a 5. Dad, can you ban Glowmite Prince? He's talking about his stinky feet and untrimmed toenails again. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. Singles and Bits says, I'm only free at night, mostly Hypnocast for the drive home, and then after dark for the chill would round out a perfect night. That's what I'm thinking. That's what we were doing before. Griffcast After Dark was a chill stream where we were just playing all kinds of just like random fun games, multiplayer games. That's also the kind of stream I could play, like Battlefield, Arc Raiders, Counter-Strike with the subscribers. Like, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Hypno, I need my mobile home power wash. You better hire some fucking Home Depot Mexicans. Don't look at me, bro. Don't look at me. All right, let's get into the content. Thank you guys again for all the support. I appreciate it. Let's start off with this is gonna be a fun one. Let's start off with Blizzard coping. Okay, so we covered the story the other day, right? We covered the story the other day of Overwatch 2 becoming Overwatch 1 again. After 4 to 5 years of promising all kinds of things and not being able to fulfill it, basically they had to go, or they went back to Overwatch 1, pretending as if Overwatch 2 was never a thing. So we have an article, and it's a funny one, in my opinion, where Blizzard is insisting, okay? They're insisting, they promise, that the Overwatch rebrand is not them trying to admit that they failed. They promise, guys. They absolutely promise. It's about easing fears when it's going to get replaced by Overwatch 3. So essentially, they're trying to calm down the fears, right, of all the players who are playing Overwatch 2, super scared that all the stuff that they're buying is going to be replaced by Overwatch 3. Right, that's essentially what they're trying to say. And you know what's the amazing thing about all this? The amazing thing is that when I actually clipped that and I uploaded it on Hypnotic Gaming Live, and the amount of comments that I got on that video were hilarious, right? I got so many dislikes from the Overwatch community, and all it proves to me is that the Overwatch community has the balls of Blizzard so deep in their throats that they're willing to take all kinds of shit regardless of the situation. And when people call out, hey, this actually looks and sounds pretty sus. Like, I understand that the PvE mode has been long gone by now. I understand that. I understand that they admitted like a year or two ago that they can't do it. If you watched the video, you would have heard me say that. You would have heard me say, yes, I understand that they claimed that they can't do it because they don't have the capability or the funds to do so, but they damn sure had the capability and the funds to add another pansexual character to your lineup that nobody asked for. But hey, I get it. I absolutely get it. So I understand why Overwatch is in the position that it's in, because its fan base it's in its own like kind of Stockholm syndrome relationship, where at this point, they're willing to take the shit because they want to go down with the ship. That's really what it is. If the ship ends up going down, they want to go down with it as a faithful servant to the overlord that is Overwatch. Or maybe they get insulted because they like goon into Overwatch. I have no idea. I don't know. But at this point, I just think it's funny. So I kind of want to read this article and see what's going on. The newly toolless Overwatch was announced as part of a substantial rebrand, ushering in a new story-driven era, which, by the way, it's kind of funny. They're trying to say that they're going to tell a cohesive story over the next, like, year or whatever. But isn't that the same promise as PvE in a way? I mean, obviously, you don't have a PvE mode, but trying to, tie together some sort of cohesive story. Bro, at this point, just I don't like that they don't admit that, and especially Blizzard, because old Blizzard of yesterday used to be able to admit when they fucked up. They would go on the forums, you would see a blue post, and they would admit, hey, we fucked up on this. We overshot on this. We undershot on this. Whatever it was, we fucked up. We're going to fix it, and we're going to look into it. Now it's like, yeah, well, we didn't fuck up. We promised we didn't fuck up. This is just us trying to rebrand. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe that. So apparently this is a very different Overwatch than what Blizzard outlined back in 22 when it first revealed Overwatch 2, which would have shifted focus from PvP matches to a PvE co-op campaign. And yet the studio says it needed to experience this transitional period to land where it has today. Every failure is a step to success and all that. Yeah, I mean, sure, that's a great way to look at it, but whatever. It was a necessary period of challenge that we had to get through to get to where we are today, said Blizzard Live Service Chief Walter Kong during a press conference attended by Eurogamer. I don't think we could jump straight here. Just thinking back to what we experienced during those years makes me feel a bit exhausted, but it's what allowed us to take Overwatch into the future. By the way, have you guys seen the screenshots for the Overwatch new UI? Because remember, they were overhauling everything. They were overhauling the UI, like literally everything. Have you guys seen it? It's essentially just Marvel Rivals. It's Marvel Rivals. That's what it is. It's a Marvel Rivals fucking remake, which is hilarious. So I am, and like I said in my last video, I'm of the firm belief that Marvel Rivals to this game is similar to Palworld to Pokemon, where Marvel Rivals woke up this sleeping fucking, like, Overwatch was asleep. Okay. Overwatch was asleep. They thought that they had all their fans in the bag. They thought that they could do no wrong. They thought all the Gooners was going to continue the success of Overwatch. And they thought they had everybody. And then Marvel Rivals releases, and it releases to massive numbers that at first they tried to ignore. Then they couldn't ignore it anymore. And then eventually they realized, like, oh, this is actually sustainable. People are still playing this game. Granted, nowhere near as much as they were before, but it's still pretty high. That is a huge, huge amount of players to potentially lose or at least be challenged to your former monopoly. So being complacent kind of got them felted by Marvel Rivals for a bit. So now they started adding sexy looking characters again. Now they're basically copying the UI, all this stuff. So at this point, I think that going back to Overwatch is just their way of saying, well, at this point, we're just going to make it one long-standing game. We're not going to try to, separate or make a sequel where players are going to, we want people to spend money. We want people to buy microtransactions without fear of losing them. Like, we want people to do that because that's what people are able to do in Marvel Rivals. So they're just trying to directly compete. And I think that's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I like when companies compete. I think you should compete. I don't think you should be complacent. That's one of my biggest gripes with Pokemon and Nintendo. I think they're so fucking complacent because they know their fans are very similar to Overwatch fans, where they'll be defended no matter how bad they act or no matter how shitty of a product they put out. They're going to defend it no matter what. And that's my biggest issue with that. So as long as their complacency has been challenged and they now have competition, I think it's only better for the outcome of both Overwatch fans and Marvel Rival fans. That's what I think. I think it's better for both because then both are going to compete to the point where it's just a better product overall. So we'll see what ends up happening with Overwatch, but I just wanted to do a follow-up story with that because I thought it was funny, man. From our players' point of view, they'll tell us, hey, Overwatch is in the best state it's ever been. Who says that? Who says that? And a lot of times we even hear like Overwatch has finally earned the 2. Who says that? So I don't think this is us trying to admit there was a failure here, especially when we start hearing from the community that we've earned it. Bro, who says that? All I know is when I've looked at Overwatch topics, it always seems as if Overwatch fans are complaining to some extent. So I don't necessarily believe that all the fans are telling them, hey, you earned that too, buddy. You finally earned the right to call this Overwatch 2. I'm sure there are some people out there, considering all the hate comments that I got on my video, I'm sure that there are Overwatch fans out there that absolutely are gaslighting the shit out of Blizzard. Like, please keep it the way it is. I'm sure it is. But to say it's like that many, I don't necessarily think I agree with that. But I guess we'll see what happens with that. Dietrich Kotick with $1 says, great. Toronol is sleepwalking now. Wake his ass up. Wake him up. Dr. Spike with a 5 membership banger over on Rumble.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
My man says he's lurking over there as well. How is he lurking in 2 different places? Scary. It's scary. Shout out to Dr. Spike, man. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Demon Carol with a 2 says, we all know you own lawn mowing sim. I might. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might consider it might have been gifted. It definitely might have been gifted to me. I'm gonna check right now. Do I own lawn mowing simulator? Let's see. Oh, I do.
Holy shit.
I do own lawn mowing simulator. Fuck. And Demon Carol was the one that gifted it to me. Of course. You son of a bitch. That's how you knew I owned it. Fucking bastard. He knew. He knew all along. Wait, Dr. Spike return. Wait, Dr. Spike adding to our membership goal. 5 memberships on YouTube.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Dr. Spike. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, my man. That's 10 memberships, 5 on Rumble, 5 on YouTube. That's spreading the love, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Mr. Hardcore Mode with a 5. The best state it's ever been was when it was released day 1. They would never have those numbers again. Yeah. And to be fair, that's how a lot of like live service games are, where the best numbers are always going to be day 1 usually, and then they kind of dwindle from there, and then you get a consistent fan base. The only game this has seemed to not been true with necessarily has been Warframe. Warframe has continuously grown every fucking year. It's actually disgusting how much Warframe has grown. I will never understand it personally, but that's okay. I don't have to understand it. As long as people are having a good time, it is what it is. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Corporate White Knights are strange creatures. They sure are. Very strange creatures. Crash Collins with $1 says, whose lawn you going to mow? I'm not mowing any lawns. Not anytime soon. DJ Conic with $1. Hypno Toronol is mowing the lawn while sleepwalking. That's okay. That's acceptable. Let him keep going. Let him keep going. It's fine. All right. Let's get into the next topic. So we got here. Let's go over here. Where the fuck are we? Let's see. Let's go to Nioh 3. Let's talk about Nioh 3. So Nioh 3 is breaking records right now, which is great. Nioh 3 shatters record for series highest Steam concurrent player count. Did the power of actually launching on PC simultaneously for once. Now, naturally, and this kind of proves what we've been saying for the longest time, where if you simultaneously release a game on PC versus consoles, now more than ever, people are going to choose the PC variant over the console variant. That's just like all these games that have simultaneously launched have proven to set records on Steam that they weren't able to set before because they didn't launch everywhere with their previous iteration, and then their new one that they release everywhere suddenly sets records. Just kind of how it goes. But Nioh 3 is doing very well. We played Nioh 3 on Grifcast today. And I got to be honest with you, it's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game. If you're going into it expecting something drastically different from Nioh 2, I think you might be a little disappointed in a way. I mean, it is, don't get me wrong, it has things that are definitely different. But it is, at the end of the day, once you kind of, put it all together and you look at what it is, it's Nioh 3. That's really what it's just more Nioh, which is not a bad thing. The game released as 70,186 concurrent players. That's pretty fucking decent. Pretty decent for a game like this. My character is sus. Listen, we're going to talk about my character in a second. All right, relax. 70,186. 54,496 playing right now. There is almost 40,000 people watching on Twitch right now with an all-time peak of 75,000. So this is one of those situations. Look at this. Isn't it amazing that most video games, right, usually have what? I would say 3 times, 4 times the amount of viewers than players, right? So let's say if this game's at 70,000, it would have like, let's say 7, 14, 21, 20, let's say 210,000 people watching on Twitch. But because this game is a game that people actually want to play, the viewership is pretty close to the amount of concurrent players that are playing the game right now, which is pretty crazy. That's pretty nuts. It's number 2 in the top sellers, which is not bad. The game is currently priced at $70. It's a $70 video game. I only got into the first level. I got past the tutorial. I got past the first like mini boss or whatever. I beat the first boss of the first level so far, and we're kind of going through it. But I will say the game is super fun. It has a really cool kind of like soul switching mechanic where you can switch between samurai and ninja. Obviously, I prefer the ninja because it's so much faster, and the combat styles are drastically different between the two. They also have 2 capabilities that are exclusive to each class. So ninja is able to dodge with no stamina cost with RB, and samurai is able to purge yokai circles. He's the only one that can purge yokai circles, apparently. So if you play as ninja, you can't purge the circles. And the circles, what they do is they stop you from regenerating any stamina or any health or anything if you are standing in the circle. So as a ninja, you have to constantly dance around them. It's pretty interesting. It's really fun. It's really, I wouldn't call it a Souls-like. I would call it more of an action adventure, kind of like DMC, kind of like Stellar Blade, those kind of a game. See, everybody calls these games Souls-like because they have the fucking bonfire mechanic and all that shit. Like, it's not a Souls-like video game. It's 100%. It's 100% more of your action adventure, your Stellar Blade, your DMC combos, things like that. Definitely more like that. But it is super fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed my time, and I want to get back to it. I was thinking about playing it tonight, but I thought to myself, let's keep the official Griffcast for the afternoon. That way, people who are used to that time slot can continue watching official review streams at that time slot. But we did end up making a character. And he's fabulous. He's a great character. Honestly, you just can't go wrong with him. You can clearly see he's going to absolutely dominate the space. I will show you my character right now. Let me show you my character so you guys can see the glory. All right, for all the people out there who are like, oh, he only makes joke characters in video games that are woke because he wants to make fun of the wokes because he's a bigot or whatever. Suck my dick. All right, here you go. Here's me making my character. Right, let's make my character, and decided to play around a little bit, and we did our thing. We definitely did our thing. We decided to make him red. I was thinking about doing purple at first, but we ended up going like more reddish. Right. So that's what we did. And apparently the game has big head mode, which is pretty cool. So we did big head mode. So that way, it's big head mode. And then he's super ripped, fucking jacked, right? Super jacked. Now, as a call out to McDuggins, we made sure to give him purple underwear because it's McDuggins. You know what I'm saying? Also, we made sure to make like, I didn't want him to sit like a whore. So I made him sit, masculine. So we did the cross leg thing. And then after that, we did some tattoos. We did end up putting a pretty ridiculous tattoo on the back. All that ass. We're not going to show that. That's a lot of ass. Okay. Even though it's YouTube safe, but still. And then the hair. The hair is where it came into play, right? So the hair, I mean, you already know, man. The hair, we have to make sure the hair is on point. Okay. It is not a family of McDuggins unless the hair is on point. So we have to make sure the hair is on point. So ultimately, we ended up deciding on the what we dubbed as the Tina Turner hairstyle. Okay, so we did the Tina Turner hairstyle, and we put some bangs on the character as well because, I mean, why would you not put bangs on the character? So we definitely did that Tina Turner hairstyle. And then after doing the Tina Turner hairstyle, and it's all blown out and stuff like that, we added the legendary purple McDuggins hair, right? Because that's how we're able to make sure this is a McDuggins family member. This is more like the native version of McDuggins, but that's okay. So then we ended up doing the colored tips, kind of like in Avowed, right? We did the colored tips of Avowed. We added the beard. The beard was nice, you know, because McDuggins has a beard. And I mean, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. I think this is a great character. I really don't care if people don't like my character. My character's awesome. All right, my character kicks ass. It takes names, and yeah, this is where we're at. So I think this. No, but in all seriousness, though, this game is pretty cool. It really is like a super fun video game. Let me go to the boss battle. See if I can find the boss battle really quick. Where's the boss battle? I think this is the boss battle that you fight in the demo. I am unsure. I am unsure about that, but pretty sure it is. And like I said, gameplay is super fun, and it's definitely heavy. It's like fast paced, definitely combo heavy, and more up your alley if you're trying to play something that's closer to Stellar Blade or not even DMC, because DMC is definitely way more combo heavy. It's something in between, maybe like Black Myth Wukong, right? So, but overall, super fun game. And I'm going to keep reviewing it. So I'll have more of a fully fleshed out opinion once I'm able to play the game for a little bit. But it's definitely fun. I was fucking up the dodge because I was trying to figure out the dodge at the time. But it's definitely a fun game. So I at the time, I can't say I recommend it because, again, $70 is a lot of money to ask. $70 is a lot of money to ask. So I don't want to say, yeah, I recommend it. And then, you know, I play the game later and it ends up being trash. So I want to give it some time before I tell people like yay or nay. You know, but so far it's yay. I will definitely say so far it's yay. All right, let's X out of this. I still would say wait for a price drop anyway, because again, I just don't like. Again, as a streamer, I'm lucky and blessed enough that people gift me games, and even if people didn't gift me games, I would pay the full price to play the game early so that people could see the game. You know, that's like part of what I do. But before I was a streamer, I barely. Unless it was like Final Fantasy, and I've said this before, I barely fucking paid full price for any video game. I would always wait for like a 50% or more sale on Steam. Always. That's just how I was, right? I understand not everybody's like that, but that's just how I was. I would never, like very rarely ever pay full price. So that's always been my motto. And I will always tell people to try to follow that. If they're able to, but I understand everybody has that one game that they really want to play bad, so they'll pay full price for it. It all just depends. All right, that's enough for Nioh 3, but congrats on Nioh 3. 70,000 is a good number in my opinion for this game, because Nioh 2 on Steam did, let me see. Nioh 2 did 41,000 5 years ago. So it's almost 30,000 more, which is pretty good. So 30,000 more concurrent players for the sequel. Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's continue. Let's X out of this. Let's X out of Nioh, and let's talk about Hideo Kojima. So if you guys remember, again, I don't know if you do, we talked about this a while ago, but Hideo Kojima was supposed to be leading the way for this brand new supposed GDC conference that was going to be transformed into something I believe called the Festival of Gaming. Okay. Now, the Festival of Gaming was going to be spearheaded by Kojima, and he was going to lead one of the initial conferences at the Festival of Gaming. And he was going to, you know, basically have like this whole, TED Talk or something like that about, you know, his experience and talk to younger developers and help them along, whatever. It was supposed to be this whole big thing. But apparently now the Festival of Gaming and the guy who was supposed to be spearheading all of it, or at least the beginning of it, Hideo Kojima is not going to be attending the GDC 2026, which I think is pretty funny. So I wanted to kind of see what exactly is going on here and why he's not attending. I don't know if he's sick. I know like Hideo Kojima has stated before that he has health issues, but I'm sure he's pretty freaking busy too. He's working on multiple video games. But let's see what's going on. So a new announcement from Kojima Productions reveals that Hideo Kojima will not be attending the upcoming GDC Festival of Gaming event. That's crazy, bro. Imagine redoing like your entire conference, changing it from the GDC. And I personally believe they could say what they want, and I could have my own opinion. This is in my opinion. But I personally believe that the reason why they're changing the GDC to Festival of Gaming is because of SEO metrics and the fact that GDC is just mired in so much controversy over the years for all their Marxism bullshit and their conferences trying to teach young developers about Marxism in gaming. I'm not making this up. There's literal screenshots of conferences within the GDC where developers are teaching younger developers about Marxism in gaming. Everything is political, politics in gaming, et cetera, like all that stuff. The GDC is mired in so much controversy, and now more than ever, with the rise of social media and obviously content creators, the word has gotten out about the GDC to the point where they're changing their name to basically start fresh. I think that's really what it is. I think they want to start fresh and kind of not erase their history, but start fresh. That's it. So anyway, Hideo Kojima has 2 notable games in the pipeline, which is Fizzant. That obviously it's going to be like his new stealth game. And OD Knock, a horror title that he's making with Xbox Game Studios that's co-written by Jordan Peele. But he has announced via a new X post that Hideo Kojima will not be attending the GDC 2026. The company stated, "We regret to inform you that Hideo Kojima will no longer be able to attend this year's GDC Festival of Gaming. Despite his absence, Kojima Productions will still be present at the event, with members of the team scheduled to present throughout the week. Kojima has not shared any reasons for his absence." So I'm going to say that I think it's health related. I don't want to wish that on him, and I'm not wishing that on him. I really hope that he is healthy. But considering that he's not mentioning why he's not going, and considering that it's clearly not a company problem because he's still sending representatives from Kojima Productions to go, I'm going to say that it is most likely a personal problem. So I really hope that he's okay and that he had, that he's not, sick or anything. I know he has mentioned in the past that he is sick. But if you guys remember, I was pretty spot on with Susan Wojcicki. Remember the whole thing that happened with YouTube CEO Susan, where she just randomly retired out of nowhere, and everybody was like, "Oh, she retired because of the backlash. She retired because everybody hated her." And I was the one who was like, "No, I think she retired because she's got to be super sick. I would almost guarantee that there is something wrong with her, and she's probably retiring because she wants to spend time with her family and handle her personal business on her own." And then lo and behold, about a year later, she dies from fucking cancer or something. And like, bro, I was literally spot on with that, right? And I would never wish that on anyone, but it's like after a certain point, you kind of have to read the room and realize that there's definitely something there, So I really hope that that Hideo Kojima is healthy. I hope he's not sick. I really hope he's not sick. But I gotta imagine, I don't think it's work related. I really don't. Like, Hideo Kojima has so many people working for him. Surely he could step away and go to the GDC if he really wanted to go. But the fact that he's not going and sending representatives, I have to say that there's probably something wrong. Even if it's temporary, he could just be, maybe have a really bad sickness, whatever. But I do wish him the best, and I hope it's not anything like that. But the GDC is going to be taking place on March 9th to the 13th. And again, we keep calling it the GDC, but, it's called the Festival of Gaming. So whatever, remember that. And it's going to have over 1,000 speakers and multiple companies such as Zynga, Obsidian Entertainment, DICE, Ubisoft, and more. So we'll see what ends up happening. There's always good stuff that comes out of the Festival of Gaming, as they want to call it now. And I'm sure we're gonna see some interesting things. It could be, yeah, you're right. It could be one of his family members too. Yep, it definitely could. But again, hopefully, we're just wishing him the best, and it's nothing serious. I hope anyway. We'll see. We'll see. So, all right, let's X out of this. I just found it so funny that he's not going because they hyped it up. They hyped up Hideo Kojima going and having a conference and speaking to the crowd. They hyped it up so much, and now he's not going. So I just think from a comedy perspective, that's pretty funny, but I just hope it's not for a bad reason. That's all. Okay, let's get out of this. Let's talk about Starfield really fast. So Starfield apparently had a Nintendo Switch 2 port. I didn't even realize that, to be honest with you. And this Nintendo Switch 2 port, I'm thinking to myself, Starfield kind of ran like shit everywhere else. And just like all these other games that run like shit everywhere else, they think they're going to magically release on a Nintendo Switch 2, the worst platform by far for performance. I got to press X to doubt anytime I hear these things, like Borderlands 4. When they announced Borderlands 4, I was like, there's no fucking way. When they announced Elden Ring, I'm like, there's no fucking way. You would have to drastically like destroy the game visually or optimize it in a way that you never did before in order to get it running on the Nintendo Switch 2 in any decent way, right? So apparently Starfield was going to release on the Nintendo Switch 2. They had a port that they were working, but apparently it is now never going to release. It is claimed that the port is going to be delayed or just flat out canceled completely. It's been rumored for a long time. We have yet to hear any official details about it this week, though. We have already heard a claim about Bethesda planning on April 2026 release for Starfield on PlayStation 5. We have now received claims about the Switch 2 port as well, which has apparently been pushed out or canceled. The claim that Starfield's Switch 2 has a chance of never releasing comes from Shinobi602 on Reset Era when asked whether the Switch 2 port will see the release at the same time of the PS5. He stated that's been pushed out and might not even come out at all. When asked whether the delay was to target holiday sales, the insider replied they're having problems with it. Nothing to do with holidays or anything. Of course they're having problems with it. How the fuck are you going to have Starfield run on the Switch 2? Let's be real. How are you going to do that? I really, people don't understand that this is just not going to happen. If it did, it's going to run like shit. I'm happy that the Switch is getting third-party games. I've said that before. That's good for the people who have only a Switch. I'm happy for them. They could play these games finally. But, bro, at what point are we going to say, damn, okay, you could play these games, but, are you going to have an enjoyable experience? Are you actually going to have an enjoyable experience playing these games? Or are you going to be playing them at, 5 FPS? You know what I mean? So after certain points, yeah, I'm happy for you. But, are you happy for yourself? You know what I mean? And it's already bad enough that Starfield is one of their worst performing games that they've come out with recently. And that says a lot considering. But I don't think they're going to be able to port this game. I just don't. I do not think they're going to be able to port this game to the Switch whatsoever. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to happen. So anyway, I just wanted to do that fast story. Let's do another one. Apparently, Larian Studios is not involved in the Baldur's Gate 3 TV show. We talked about this the other day. We did not have an answer for this, and now we actually have an answer somewhat. Larian is not involved in the Baldur's Gate TV show, and they're not happy. Again, it was recently revealed that HBO plans to produce a Baldur's Gate live-action adaptation, which is helmed by Craig Mazin, one of the leads who brought The Last of Us to life over the last few years. It has been confirmed that the show will continue after the events of Baldur's Gate 3 and will feature the characters from the smash hit 2023 video game. However, shortly after the news dropped regarding this show, it was confirmed that Larian Studios, the developer behind Baldur's Gate 3, will have no involvement in this series whatsoever, which is interesting. Larian having zero involvement in Baldur's Gate 3 television series is a bold move. From what we've seen already, developers of these popular games had a direct input in the production of their live-action adaptations. For instance, Neil Druckmann is a writer and executive producer. It has to do, I would imagine that it has to do with Wizards of the Coast. That's what I believe that's going on here. I would have to imagine it has to do with Wizards of the Coast and their control over the Baldur's Gate IP. Because remember, Larian Studios no longer has any, they don't have the Baldur's Gate IP anymore, right? Because Wizards and them decided to split for whatever the reason may be. And I think that this is probably the reason why Larian is not involved into any extent, at least directly anyway. I'm sure they could be talked to. I'm sure they could be referenced or something. But I think that it's because of Wizards of the Coast. Now, I can't prove that. I don't have that information, or maybe Hasbro, but I don't have that information. But I gotta imagine, just looking at the facts and looking at everything right now, that's where I would go. But again, we'll see. So on social media, the director of publishing at Larian Studios, Michael Dow, said, "Except that we made it popular enough for it to be referred to as Baldur's Gate 3. Ooh, I love the low blow. I love the low blow. When prompted in the comments to confirm if Larian would sue or something, he simply said, not really. He then wrote a lengthy series of posts talking about Larian having some of the best video game writers in the world, explaining, I genuinely don't think anyone can trump our writers. He wrapped up by saying, don't abandon hope, but do expect the world. That's the job. Then later, Sven Victi, the CEO of Larian, wrote, the endings of Baldur's Gate 3 were created so that they could serve as narrative soil for new adventures. There's plenty of directions they could go. I'm eager to find out which ones Craig and his team will pick. He's reached out for a chat, so we'll have the opportunity to tell him our thoughts. Okay, so Craig is going to chat with them. But again, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think they're gonna have direct involvement. I really don't. I don't think they can. No matter how much they are the reason why the game is popular, I just don't think they can have direct involvement. So again, it looks like he's trying to probably. I don't want to say douse the fires because it seems like this guy Michael Douse, no pun intended, is trying to set fire, and Swen's like, actually, let's relax a little bit. You know what I mean? So he might be trying to douse the fires, no pun intended, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. But if you wanted a confirmation from the other conversation, whether or not they're involved or not, they're not. They're not involved. So now we know Larian is not officially involved in Baldur's Gate 3, the TV show, which I think is pretty important. Okay, let's see. What else we got, boys? What else we got? Before we get into the whole rabbit hole that is, oh my God, this rabbit hole's crazy. This rabbit hole's crazy. All right, let's look at the well, hold on. We got gifted games really quick. Let me just check gifted games. Shout out to I think Faye. Yeah, Faye. Faye gifted a game for my wish list that we reacted to recently. Says, hi, I just picked this up, so I figured why not get a copy for you? It's Machine Tower 2984. This game looked really cool. We reacted to this game the other day on the indie reaction, and this looked really, really, really cool. Machine Tower 2984. So thank you, Faye. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I have to accept it behind the scenes, but I appreciate it. I'm going to accept it right now because the browser is gay and it doesn't let me accept it for some reason. Let me accept. There we go. Boom. Done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Okay, we're going to check out 3 indie games really quick, and then we're going to get into the conspiracy behind MindsEye. And boys, when I tell you to grab popcorn, I am so serious. I'm so serious. My mind, I only read about half of it, and that was enough to make me say, you know what? We got to do this. We have to do this. So we're going to react to that right after that. We got no supers to catch up on YouTube or Rumble. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's go. Let's do indie game number 1 is called The Oily Depths. The Oily Depths is what this game is called. The Oily Depths. Let's check this one out and see what we got. I remember this game. We saw this game. This might be a new trailer, though, because it says it's coming out soon. Upcoming releases pretty soon. The Oily Depths. The game is coming out pretty soon. Depths wake the deep. Yeah, well. Chaotic Holy said, oh, hey, it's my office. That's crazy. Is your office looks like that? Oh, my God. That's scary. If you saw a low frame rate, that's because of StreamYards. That's not because of the game. The game is perfectly fine. So the Oily Depths. I'm going to... Old Man Cat added it in the chat. Thank you, Old Man Cat. Appreciate that. The next one. This will look pretty interesting. I don't know if this is the indie game necessarily. I don't think so. It might be AA or it might be indie. I don't know. It's from Vermilla Studios. I think it might be indie. Chrysal Theater Vitals. Chrysal Theater Vitals. The game looks graphically really good. Let's check this one out and see what we got. Here we go. Chrysal Theater Vitals.
Open your eyes, mi amor. No es momento de hacer castillos en el aire. Every secret you've hidden, every drop of blood you've spilled. A prize for the god you so love. But you know what they say, mi sol. Donde hay amor, hay dolor.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit looked amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that looked really fucking good. I am absolutely wishlisting this. When does it come out? Let me see. It comes out February 10th in 4 days. Yep, I'm definitely wishlisting this 100%. That game looked really good. Really good. Wow. That looked awesome. All right. Next one up is going to be Monday Syndrome. This will look pretty funny. Apparently, you're an intern trapped in an endless office hell. You fight your way through demonic coworkers, get promoted, and find a way to escape the cursed skyscraper. Let's check this one out. Look pretty funny. Hold on. Let me bring it up on screen. Monday Syndrome is this game's called. Let's see. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh, an evil printer. I saw that. I saw the evil printer. If you want to beat up your coworkers, this is a good way to do it. It's literally just a beat 'em up where it's kind of like a roguelike beat 'em up where instead of cards, you just get upgrades randomly as you go along, different weapons that you can spend money on and eventually break out of the skyscraper. I mean, it looks pretty fun. This might be one of those games you just fucking like fuck around and beat things up, you know? Pretty cool. I might wishlist this one. This one's supposed to come out. When does this come out? February 9th. So it's coming out in 3 days, supposedly. So I'll check this one out for sure. All right. That is it for all of those. So shout out to you guys. Let's get into the final topic. Because this one's going to be a doozy. Oh my God. It's going to be a doozy. I hope you guys have your popcorn. All right, guys. So we are going to be talking now about one of the most insane conspiracy theories that I have heard in a long time. All right. And I've been doing gaming news for many years now. And I got to tell you, this one is extremely interesting and extremely creative. So we're going to be talking about MindsEye. And I know people are thinking right now, like, why are we talking about MindsEye? Well, because the person that is behind MindsEye, Leslie Benzie or something like that is their name is, they decided to put out one of the craziest conspiracies, and they are just sticking with it, right? So let me give you guys a little bit of context to this whole situation before we go about what's going on. So with MindsEye, it has been alleged that apparently, according to the CEO behind the company, Baldur Rocket Boy, it has been alleged by him that apparently there was this massive campaign to destroy the reputation of MindsEye and to destroy the game in general. And he's been sticking with this story for such a long time. And now apparently he's caught the people. That is the conspiracy that we have right now that we're going to go over in this section. So we have a headline here from PC Gamer that says, Build a Rocket Boy dumpster fire flares up in exciting new ways as its co-CEO reportedly claims that guys who have been sabotaging MindsEye have officially been identified and will be demonized via in-game spy mission. Now, this supposed in-game spy mission is or was supposed to be their former Hitman collaboration that they're no longer going to be doing because they are no longer working with IO Interactive. So that mission is now going to be transformed into a mission that's around spies or whatever. And apparently they're going to be putting the names of the people who are supposedly ruining or trying to ruin MindsEye into the game itself. Now, you're probably thinking, this guy is crazy. And you know what? Maybe he is. But the story gets even crazier from there. Now, just before anybody says anything, whether it's in comments or whatever, I want you guys to understand that I have played MindsEye all the way through. Okay, I have the perfect achievement for MindsEye. It only took me about 11 hours to do it from start to finish, but I do have the game completed, and I also have the perfect achievement. So I'm very familiar, unfortunately, with MindsEye. Now, Leslie Benzies never really wanted to, seemingly anyway, take responsibility for what happened with MindsEye. It always seemed like it was somebody else's fault. Whoever that somebody else is, I have no fucking idea. But all I know is it was always somebody else's fault, and it was never his fault, or it was never whoever's fault, right? So in any case, Leslie Benzies, now apparently before and after MindsEye release, he's insisted without substantiation that its middling reputation and reception were the product of concerted sabotage, rather than entertain the notion that their company's game simply wasn't very fun. And as I told you guys in my review for this game, it wasn't very fun. It had very small moments of like, oh, that's cool. And that it immediately got killed for a multitude of different reasons, whatever it may be. Now, that sort of conspiratorial thinking has undergone an interesting new version because according to Insider Gaming, in a leaked recording, this is a leaked internal meeting recording from late January, so this happened recently, Gerhardt allegedly informed Build a Rocket Boy employees that the company had caught the guys who had been sabotaging MindsEye. In addition to facing criminal complaints, Gerhardt said that the names of the alleged guys will be used in an upcoming MindsEye mission in an attempt to supposedly own this narrative. Oh my God. Okay, so I would go as far to say that perhaps I would semi-believe this if you weren't trying to turn it into content. But since you're trying to turn it into content, I don't know what the legality is of that, because even if they did try to sabotage your game, I don't know of the legality of being able to use people's names like that. I really don't know like what that situation is. I honestly believe that this is him trying to build hype for his upcoming expansion that he has for MindsEye that's coming out. This guy is crazy, like legitimately full insane. But anyway, let's scroll down. So employees were reportedly told that the masterminds of the supposed organized slandering, and this is the kicker, this is the best part, slandering of MindsEye and Build a Rocket Boy was a very big American company. That's a great description, by the way. Very big American company that apparently spent over $1 million on an elaborate smear campaign. But despite Benzies and Gerhardt previously implying that Rockstar was responsible for Barb's misadventures, it's probably not the company that you're thinking of. So they flat out want to now change the story, because initially they said it was Rockstar that was potentially behind this. Now they're changing the story and they're saying, no, it's not the company that you're thinking of. This shit is all over the place. So then Gerhardt ended up claiming that the campaign, which allegedly included payments, this is the best part, to several influencers, 3 journalists supposedly, and studios' own employees. So apparently the people that were behind this, it was perpetrated by a company called Ritual Network, which is based in the UK and not America. So if it's a big American company, but it's based in the UK, how exactly does that work? And apparently now you're naming influencers, journalists, and your own employees that are behind this as well. Now, we do know that there was a lot of information that was being leaked to journalists. And if I was Insider Gaming, or if I was like any of these journalists, I would be highly suspicious of the insiders that were giving them information, because now if this is true, those people are most likely the people that they're speaking about, which means you're most likely the journalist that they're speaking about as well. Now, apparently all the involved individuals are going to be served in-person criminal complaints on charges of espionage, sabotage, and criminal interference. Now, Ritual Network has told Insider Gaming that they are not aware of any legitimate legal action involving Ritual Network and have not been provided with any evidence supporting these claims. Any suggestion that Ritual Network is connected to these allegations is incorrect. So, guys, I don't know if this guy's having a manic episode. I don't know if he's just flat out losing his shit. I really don't know what's going on here. All I know is when I tell you this conspiracy is just out of left field and is absolutely insane, I have never seen somebody double down and triple down on trying to blame everybody else for the failure of their video game instead of themselves. Build a Rocket Boy is literally incapable of taking any accountability whatsoever. Even if this is true, and there are actually influencers, and this is very specific, by the way, 3 journalists, like the number 3, that's very specific. So that one I'm a little bit curious about whether or not they actually have, but regardless, and supposedly the studio's own employees, if this is true, like, what are we doing? It doesn't matter. Like, they wouldn't have, removing those people wouldn't have saved your game. Removing those people wouldn't have made your game into like 100,000 concurrent player video game. It just wasn't going to happen. Your game did not sell because, unfortunately, the gameplay looked really bad. It just looked really bad. That's just what it is. And they don't want to admit that. Now, they were asked for comment about the meeting's allegations. A Build a Rocket Boy spokesperson told Insider Gaming that the company doesn't comment on leaked internal communication. So they're pissed. They must be absolutely pissed that they're dealing with this supposed espionage, and then somebody leaked the internal calls to Insider Gaming. For all intents and purposes, that actually proves the statement from Leslie. That actually proves that there is at least somebody within the company itself trying to sabotage the company to some way, shape, or form by leaking things to the press. So, I mean, in a way, it kind of does prove some of what he's saying, as crazy as that sounds. Sadly, we do have evidence that there's been a coordinated campaign to purposely and maliciously damage Build a Rocket Boy's reputation and undermine confidence in MindsEye. The spokesperson said, "We are working with our legal team and taking steps to address this." I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest with you. I really don't think they could do much unless they have like guaranteed money changing hands and like some sort of an agreement to like, hey, smear this game, we'll pay you. If that is true, if that ends up coming out, that's crazy, bro. I think that's insane. It's just, I don't know if it's true. It's just, this is just too crazy. But anyway, so as the meeting continued, it gets even better. Hold on. It gets even worse, I should say. As the meeting continued, Gerhard reportedly went on to say that the conspirators behind Barb's alleged reputational assassination will be featured in MindsEye itself as an upcoming spy mission. Evidently, a reformatting of the Hitman theme mission that was produced as part of the studio's seemingly canceled publishing deal with IO Interactive. And given that this happened to us, he said, "I'm going to own this narrative. We will use these people, these names, and these facts for our own fun." Gerhard said, later describing the gambit as doing this right back at them. Before the meeting closed, Gerhard addressed the rollout of, now this right here, bro, this is crazy. This is where we get into psycho territory. So this is going to be interesting. Check this out. So before the meeting closed, Gerhard addressed the rollout of an enhanced cybersecurity software that he had installed on all the employee computers without their knowledge. The co-CEO acknowledged that the software, which allegedly tracks user activity, keystrokes, and screen behavior, has caused quite a lot of confusion, upset, perhaps even mistrust from the employees, but said that it's only there because of what we've been through. And I want to make sure I can protect you guys going forward. Bro, this guy is insane, man. He is insane. What are we doing? When MindsEye's catastrophic launch led to the layoffs of over 250 studio staff members, former employees sent an open letter to the company leadership that said the game's development wasn't harmed by sabotage, but by the systemic mistreatment, mismanagement, and mishandling of the redundancy process of Benzies and Gerhard. Guys, this man is, I mean, he looks like a lunatic doing all this. He looks like he's like one of those, he's like, I'm a victim. We're all a victim. So because I'm a victim and you're a victim, I'm going to stalk everything you do in order to make you feel safe, because that's how I'm going to protect you. You are paranoid, bro. Absolutely paranoid. So in any case, guys, I wanted to bring this story to you because when I tell you that my mind was blown, I read about half of this at the beginning. I was like, there's no way. I got to make a video on this. I got to talk about this. I have never, ever seen somebody go so far to protect a video game that is notoriously so bad. I have never seen this ever. This story especially is so insane to me. And, you know, sometimes with really insane stories, sometimes there is some echo of truth to them, right? But this one's next level insane. You want to know how bad MindsEye was? Again, I can explain to you until I'm blue in the face with my own gameplay. But let me show you what happened when somebody who was sponsored to push MindsEye, after finishing their sponsored stream, couldn't keep their face together. They lost it. They literally lost their mind. Let me show you what happened to a streamer called Dark Viper. Okay, when he finished his sponsor stream. Watch this.
This preview ends of MindsEye. Just like to remind you guys.
Keep it together.
That,
Keep it together. Keep it together.
Thank God.
This game was sponsored by. If you want to check out MindsEye now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, Epic Game Store, and Steam, feel free. And type ! spawn in chat, and I give you a link.
Keep it together. No. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. He is so cooked.
I'm pretty sure that this game is going to win Game of the Year this year.
Bro, they paid this man. They paid him, or at the very least, they gave him a free version of the game in order to promote the game, and sponsored him, and he lost it. He's dying laughing on a sponsored stream. That's so bad, right? So when I tell you this game was really bad, that's what I mean. Like the game, and again, when I was playing the game, I was laughing just like him, bro. The game it was that bad. It's that bad. And he was laughing for a while after this. This is just like a clip of it. He was laughing for a long time. So this is why I have trouble believing what Leslie is saying. And Leslie has been saying this ever since the game didn't even come out. Even since before the game came out, he's been talking about this conspiracy. So we'll see what ends up happening with MindsEye. But at this point, guys, I got to be honest with you. Unless he comes out with some hardcore proof that is not something he faked, like with AI or something like that, I don't think anybody's going to believe Leslie as to the whole, my game was sabotaged by a €1 million campaign against me by my employees and journalists and influencers. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I was trying not to laugh myself. So that's it. That's the story for that's the story for MindsEye. I was like, keep it together. Don't lose your mind. He couldn't keep it together. Will you get the DLC for Griffcast? No. I'm good. Like the thing is, you didn't even have to do a campaign against MindsEye for it to fail. The game was going to fail on its own. Why would you have to pay €1 million for the game to fail when it was failing on its own? It's just a waste of money, you know? Odin Dark says, I remember when the fanboys of this game got mad at you for warning people about MindsEye. I remember that too. Dude, the Odin Dark, the amount of comments that I got from, oh my God, dude, it was insane. The fanboys went so crazy. They were like, you're just a fucking grifter. You're hating on the game before it even comes out. You don't even play the game. You're not even playing. Mind you, I played the game. So I'm looking at these comments like, wow, you guys really don't do any research. But anyway, they're like, you're not even playing the game. You're just a fucking hater. You fucking grift. It's like, come on, bro. And then once the game flopped, they all went silent. I never got another comment ever again. As always, that's usually how it goes. You know? Sanguine says, let's give the developers who leaked the benefit of the doubt. They didn't leak to sabotage. They leaked because they knew the game was terrible. That's fair. But you also got to think of it from the company perspective, how they can utilize that as a means or to claim sabotage. They can, because you're not supposed to be leaking internal documents anyway. That's number one. Like these employees are obviously under some form of, NDA or something. So you're not supposed to do that. So it does open you up to a company being able to claim something like that against you to some extent. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that his crazy conspiracy is true. I'm just saying that it does open you up to that. But the game is shit. It is absolutely shit. And I haven't touched that game since I platinumed it. I am absolutely perfectly fine with never going back to that game. But in any case, so let me catch up really quick. We got Torno woke up. He said, popcorn. Seriously, if he's right, a defamation lawsuit would be fun. And no defamation lawsuit would be as good as admission of guilt. Snooze mode re-enabled. Yeah, I mean, again, he would have to come out with some really tangible proof. Really tangible proof. It'll be very difficult to prove. Unless it's like, and how do you know? Like, how did you catch them? He probably caught them through the employees and then used the employees to rat out everybody else. So he probably ratted out the journalists that he was leaking information to. He probably, and then the journalists probably ratted out the company that paid them. Who knows? Who knows? It's a whole circle. Hypnotic just show the clip of all the cars crashing on their own. Yeah, I know, right? It was crazy. It was crazy. All right, let's we got supers. We have supers. Let me see really quick. We got where are we at? Damage Control with a 5. Forgot to post, but GameStop was offering MindsEye brands new for $15 for PS5 and Xbox back in January. Pro members exclusively. Who would pay $15 for that shit? Don't do it. Jason Alto with a 2. Watch it be Mercanti as one of the journos. I doubt it. I would imagine it's probably more likely to be certain shill content creators more so than journalists. I think the journalists are going to be the ones that are the leakers. So it could be like Insider Gaming, PC Gamer, could be something like that. Odin Dark, peace out, brother. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Leslie's hallucinating on cough syrup, but just nuts. He's just nuts. He's crazy. He's insane. Twisted Master with a 2. MindsEye Ultimate Bug Edition. That's what they should have called it, but they didn't do it. You should have called it that because that's what it was. All right, guys, listen, we are fully caught up on everything. Thank you guys again for the You're aware, again, we're going to raid ourselves into the stream when we're done with this. But we're going to be going live on Hypnotic Gaming Live to go hang out over there and continue the party. The link is here for those of you that maybe are not going to hang out for the Waifu Battle. The link is right there. You guys can go chill in the chat room or whatever, or, put up a notification bell, something along those lines so that you guys don't miss it. But we will be going live over there after this stream to go play Power Washing Simulator. Part 2, by the way. And just talk and chill. That's what we're going to do, man. So if you want to come hang out, I'll be greatly appreciative. If not, go watch my video that I released earlier today. It's pretty funny. It's about the Horizon new video game, which, if you even want to call it a video game, are we calling it a video game at this point, or is it another like live service fucking bullshit game? Concord 4. That's what we're calling it, Concord 4. So if you guys didn't see my video, the video before that day, please make sure to go check that out. Here's the video for that. If you don't want to go watch the gaming stream. What about Lawn Mowing Simulator? Well, if we're doing late night Griffcast again, we might be able to get back to that. We'll see. All right, boys. We're not at tier. Are we at tier 1? I don't even know. I don't think so. But even if you are, no, we're not at tier 2. So we're just gonna get right into the Waifu Battle, guys. Let's have some fun. Let's do our thing and close out the stream so we could get ready to continue the party. Let's make it happen. All right, boys. The Waifu Battle is here. Sonia says we did hit tier 1. Fantastic. Thank you, Sonia. Tier 1 has been saved. Tier 2 is still up in the air. All right, boys. So if you missed the last Waifu Battle, we had a bit of a blowout. It was just a little bit. It was a little bit of a blowout. But we had a bit of a blowout, boys. And it's because, listen, everybody likes this waifu. What can I say? But Shizuka Marikawa still is the Waifu Battle champion. Still. So before we bring out the challenger, let's go over the rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the Waifu Battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. But the only way that they are going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact that you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It does not matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Shizuka, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second... Oh my God, bro. Jesus Christ. Dr. Spike, I swear to God, with the 2 for Hinata. Why am I not surprised? After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? No. No, we don't. We don't understand the rules. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to yourselves. All right, boys, listen. I'm bringing back a waifu who's very popular. Okay, at least I thought she was very popular. She might have lost the popularity over the last year or so, but we're gonna bring her back because I don't know. I think people really like her. I think we need to give her a chance. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let's bring her back. All right, boys. The challenger that is going to go up against the one and only Shizuka is going to be the one and only, and she hasn't been in the waifu battle for a while, Shion. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Shizuka or is it going to be the Horn Lady Shion? The names are on the bottom. Secret Final Boss with a 2 for Sonya Lisette. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Dead Eyes Lock with a 2 on Rumble for Shizuka. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then we got Demon Carol with a 10. 4 big reasons to split the vote. But you didn't put the names, so they don't count. They don't count. Put the names, even if you got a split. Mr. Spanglish with a $20 mega banger for Shizuka. Right off the bat. God damn. That's crazy. Right off the bat, man. Thank you, Mr. Spanglish. Then we got Ron DFK with $2.77 for Hinata. Vote hard and early. Yeah, clearly you don't understand the rules. Mr. Spanglish is out here mega gooning with a 20. Says Shion, damn you, Hypno. I think we have found Mr. Spanglish waifu. I think we have found it. The battle is hot right now. The battle is hot right now. We got Dark Mages with a 5 for Shion. Thank you, Dark Mages. I appreciate that. Gray Soul with a 2 says Shion. So far, the Shion fans are coming out strong, but Shizuka fans are coming out strong as well. Coming out strong as well. The funny thing is, Mr. Spanglish voted for both of them, so now it's a little confusing. So now, which way are we going to go? Which way are we going to go? We got Demon Carol with a 2, Shion Zukapunk. Thank you. We got Twisted Master with a 253, Masato, Matrix of Leadership. All these, you know, all these troll votes, they end up meaning a lot because these could have been the deciding factor votes, but they end up going to a troll vote, so it doesn't count. It happens all the time. Literally all the time. Ali Kusanagi with a 2 for Shizuka. Thank you, Ali Kusanagi. I appreciate that. Torinol with a 10 on Rumble just says, God damn it. Crash Collins with a 5 for Shizuka on Rumble. Thank you, Crash Collins. I appreciate that. And thank you, Torinol, for the 10, even though it doesn't count. I appreciate that. There's a lot of troll super chats today. A lot of troll super chats today, boys. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is going to come to bite us in the ass later down the line. But we'll see. We'll see. Torinol says, to be fair, once they reach triple D plus sizes, my interest wanes. I mean, to each their own, I guess. Mr. Melancholy with a 2 says, Shizuka, by the way, check out Fubuki Chain Soldier Girls. Thank you, Mr. Melancholy. I will do that. I will do that. I'm trying to heart every super chat that comes into the waifu battle so that I know that I read it and I didn't miss it. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. So far, this is one hell of an interesting waifu battle. Fairly even votes. Fairly even spread, for sure. But let's see how it goes. Let's find out. All right. Taking this off screen. Shion's coming off screen. And now it is time to bring out everybody's waifu battle champion right now, the one and only Shizuka Marikawa. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Shizuka or is it going to be Shion? Let's find out, boys. It's Shizuka's turn. Not bad. I'm going to say not bad for sure. Not bad. Both are wearing purple on purpose. They're wearing purple on purpose. So let's see how it goes. Right now, if I had to guess, I would think that Shion is slightly in the lead. Due to all the troll super chats, it's hard to decide, but actually Shizuka might be in the lead because of Rumble. Maybe. We'll see. Deidre Connick with a 4 says Shizuka Shion split for reason. That is 2 for each waifu. Sonia, 2 for each waifu. Thank you, Deidre Connick. Mr. Spangler says, oh, I hate you. Hypno Purple is my favorite color. Listen, man. Just saying. Wasn't planned, just worked out that way. It just worked out that way. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Sonia says, Jesus. ... What happened, Sonia? Are the numbers getting to be too much? Everybody do ... in the chat for Sonia. Secret final boss with a 10:03 for Shizuka. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Legendary. Sonia, yes, Demon Carols does count now. It counts, I believe. He only put one name. So whatever name he put, that's the one it's all going to count for. It's all going to count for that. Look at all the ... This is great. We stand in solidarity with the silent Sonia. Oh, man. He put both? Did he put both? I thought it was only one. Well, if you put both, then you can split the votes. You just got to see what he wrote. Oh, that makes sense, Kurakami. That makes sense. Let me see. Hold on. Let's look at Demon Carols. Yeah, Shion and Zuka. Yeah, okay. And then called me a punk. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, so that's a split vote. So all of Demon Carol's votes are split between Shion and Shizuka. There you go. Nice catch. Nice catch. Look at all the dots. This is amazing. Ty King says that's crazy. It's pretty crazy. Pay It Forward says milk over on Rumble. Speaking of milk, did you guys see that Leon admitted that he loves drinking breast milk? Oh, that was an interesting stream, I gotta tell you. I was not expecting that. Mr. Melancholy with a 2, Shizuka with the ripe coconuts. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, boys, the final countdown. This could go either way. This could go either way, boys. Literally either way. Rumble, get ready, because you guys lag. All right. We're giving Rumble a couple of seconds to prepare whatever chair shots they may want to prepare. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. waiting for Rumble, waiting for Rumble, waiting for Rumble. That's it.
Waifu Battle Belt is mine!
That is it. The last super chat that is going to count is Twisted. Oh, come on. I literally waited. I even gave extra time. I gave extra time more than I normally do. Your phone lagged? Oh, no. Your phone lagged? I literally gave extra fucking time, man. Oh, my. This hasn't happened in such a long time. Oh, fuck. Well, first off, shout out to you guys. The insane waifu battle landed us a magic tier 2. Absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that heavily. We saved tier 2 yet again for the 248th stream in a row. Fucking wild, man. Twisted Master with the 2 from Masato Matrix of Leadership does not count because he's trolling me hard. He's trolling me hard. Then Dr. Spike with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banker for Shizuka did count. Thank you, Dr. Spike. That's insane. If you want a certain clip, let me know. Otherwise, I'll play whatever. That's fucking crazy. And then we got Mr. Spanglish with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banker for Shion. He says, I have to. Look at what I posted about Shion. And it did not count. It did not count. God fucking damn it. You're making me sad. I literally waited, and then you did it right after I said that's it. There is no going back. But I understand both girls are your waifu, so you don't care. I know that, but still. It does not count, unfortunately. But you do get a clip, so let me know. Let me know what clip you want. And then over on Rumble, we had a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Shizuka from Dr. Spike. He literally did it at the same time as his YouTube $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger, which is crazy. That's fucking crazy. So that's another clip. Crash Collins with a 5 for Shizuka. That counted. And then Torinol with a 5 on Rumble. Just putting ... obviously does not count. But I appreciate it regardless. All right. Now we're going to play some clips. Mr. Spanglish, let me know what clip you want, my man. I'm going to play clips for Dr. Spike first. And then we'll play yours after. If you don't have anything, I'll just play whatever. All right, here we go. While Sonia's counting everything up, let's go. For Dr. Spike.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's get the ladies in.
bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
Shout out to Dr. Spike, Mr. Spanglish, for the Red Boy Hyper Bangers. I appreciate it, getting us well over tier 2. I appreciate that, man. Dr. Spike says Orklings. I mean, I played all the clips. I didn't know you wanted orcs. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Mrs. Spanglish says, please don't show my post on X. Oh, I'm not. That shit is goon in. I'm not showing that. I am not showing that. Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We got the numbers in from Sonia. Let's see what we got. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Well, at least Shion's not banned. Holy shit. God damn. All right. Well, we got Shizuka at $260.64. And we got Shion at $33.21, which means the winner. And still, she's on a streak, man. Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Shizuka Marikawa, ladies and gentlemen. What a streak so far. Damn. Let's do it one more time, boys. One more time. Let's go. There might be a little bit of coping and seething. Just a little bit today.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Shizuka Marikawa is going to go backstage, where she will face off against another Waifu on Sunday. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Do not miss it. Tomorrow is Saturday Night Hypnosis, where I will be debuting something new. Something new that's specifically special to Saturday Night Hypnosis. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Do not miss it. If you don't normally watch Saturday Night Hypnosis, you should, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, boys. That's basically it. I think we're fully caught up on everything. Yeah, we're fully caught up on everything. Guys, you guys are amazing, man. Sincerely. And I know I say that all the time, but I can't say it enough. I don't think I'll ever be able to say it enough. We are going to go play Griffcast After Dark about an hour from now. I just need time to edit and upload and do my stuff. But that's all I need, and I'll be able to get it all out there. So we're going to be going live in about an hour. But we're going to raid ourselves over on the from here to the secondary channel. That way, those of you do not miss it. Or at least you can set the notification so you won't miss it if you want to go watch something else in the meantime. Whatever the case may be, it's totally up to you. So thank you guys so much for the insane support. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who liked the stream, commented, spammed the chat, super chatted, gifted memberships, gifted games, whatever. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. Stay to the end for the raid. We're going to raid ourselves, and I will see every single one of you on the next one. Until then, well, I'll see you tonight. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
The dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck Baby J, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, sweetie, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause it's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get a grip!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.